moving on to another very hot topic at the moment. What are your views on adoption of new fuels in the maritime industry?
It's a complicated question. We had a panel discussion earlier today, which was a very, very lively discussion. In fact, we limited that panel discussion to 3 fuels, which was ammonia, methanol, and hydrogen. And one of the questions from the audience was, why are you limiting to those 3 fuels? Now, we are in a position today where we have to decarbonise. There's no question about it. We need to reduce the carbon output from what we are using as a fuel. The typical fuel for shipping goods around the world is fuel oil, which does produce a tremendous amount of greenhouse gases. And so then it's really a question of saying, what do we move on to? There was a lot of talk a couple of years ago about LNG and how important that was going to be as a future fuel. But a lot of that was driven by the fact that it was cheap at the time. And so then you have so many different aspects to weigh up in terms of the availability of the fuel. Can you scale it? What is the sustainability in terms of the production of that fuel? Where physically is that fuel going to be available? If we're making vessels which can operate on multiple types of fuels, how much does that add to the capital expenditure of the vessel itself? So there's a huge number of questions that we're going to be seeing. I think in the immediate future, we're probably seeing biofuel as the immediate solution. And so then that brings in the question, where is the biofuel coming from? What food is being used to create the biofuel? You talk to one person and they say, we don't have enough. You talk to another person and they say, we've got easily enough. So you don't get a direct answer on that, or we don't have a clear position. But I think that, maybe the long-term answer, I think, is it's very, very difficult to predict. We have heard people talking about nuclear as well. We talk to people in the shipping industry, you talk about nuclear and they say you're crazy. It is an option. We have to keep all options on the table. I think that the solution, not really the question to which fuel are we going to be using, but how we're going to decarbonise the shipping industry, is going to be a mixture of the above. And so different ones are going to be applicable to different types of the areas of the industry. And we're going to also see a lot of efficiency increasing measures, such as using sails, such as using different technology on the hull, different technology for existing fuels in order to reduce the consumption.